Ladies and gentlemen, so I've got a video to share with you today. I've been encouraging people to try this change on their barbarians because I've noticed a tremendous difference in the damage that I deal. Part of my journey in Season 4 of Diablo 4 here on this Bleed Bash Hoda Barbarian is to try and clear a pit 140. And the tricky part is I'm going to do that now with the post-Holy Bolt Elixir nerf. So before, this is the item we're talking about, the Holy Bolt Elixir, right? This elixir, whenever you would bleed with it, whenever you do direct damage, you would bleed, right? And so the bleed that you would assign to targets used to be a % of their HP, and now it's a % of your weapon damage. So we're hitting with a two-handed mace, and now we apply that mace damage through holy bolts every time we do something like a shout or whatever. So that's my new quest. I've cleared a 136. I'm going to push a 137 after this video, and hopefully here on YouTube you guys will see a follow-up video where I finally clear the 140 pit for Season 4, and I'd be very happy with my barb's progress. But here's the reason you're watching the video. I recently was informed by a person on Twitch, Alex Sherman. He reached out to me yesterday and said, "Hey Barricade, can you try messing with your adaptability legendary aspect on your neck and tell me how that goes for you? Do you notice a difference with or without it?" And I said, yeah, of course you should notice a difference. Adaptability is a very impactful legendary aspect. Wouldn't you know it, the guy was right. Once I took off the adaptability and I tossed on like a test legendary aspect like Might, I quickly noticed one thing. My damage wasn't changing, and I got the Might legendary aspect. So watch out, I could stack 2 legendary aspects on 1 slot, which shouldn't be a thing. So then I logged out, you log back in, and you realize, okay, as long as you don't log out, you can have adaptability on when you start, take adaptability off on your neck, and throw on Might. But that actually wasn't what was happening. I thought that was the bug. That wasn't the bug. The bug is adaptability isn't registering on the neck, but adaptability does work on your ring. So if adaptability, this legendary aspect here, is currently working on the ring slot but not on the neck, what does the build look like and what is the result of that change? Well, this is what I'm going to show you. So in the video here, you're going to notice that I've changed things up. And this is the gear. I'll kind of run through it for you, and I'll show you my stats so you know what's up, and I'll show you the rotation that I'm using and the numbers that I'm seeing. So with the helmet here, I'm using Harlequin Crest Shaco, Tyrael's Might's the chest, I've got Pain Gorger gloves, I've got Undying Aspect on my pants with +7 to bash, I have Hectic on my boots, I'm using Berserk Ripping on my hammer, on my one-handed sword I've got Inner Calm, the other legendary aspect is Edge Masters, and then on my weapon, I'm actually not using the Grandfather, I'm using the Rapid Sword, because I like the quality of life of increased attack speed. For the ring, adaptability is now there, recently removed from the neck. I'm going to be using Ring of Elements, and now on the neck, I'm using Moonrise. Because Moonrise is like one of the most impactful legendary aspects we could get, so long as it's being utilized in our character, right? So remember that before I had adaptability on my neck and Moonrise on my weapon, and then I'd have Edge Masters on a ring, I've altered some of the gear here. That previous set was giving me damage of around 200 to 300 million damage. But now, with this current configuration, I'll kind of show you what I'm doing. Get the 4 bash up to 4. We War Cry Hoda, then we chains, right? And away we go. We're going to go this rotation a couple times. Once, twice, start to build up the bleed with Berserk Ripping, right? Here we go. Shout, chains, Ancients come out for 20 multi and increase attack speed, and away we go. And immediately, you're going to see, if you check that out, we're getting 400 million. 500 million ticks. I was never anywhere close to that before with that bleed. It's just tremendous damage that I was leaving on the table because I made the mistake, like I think a lot of people might be. I left adaptability on the neck because I thought that was correct, and it's not. And a couple other things you want to max out if you can on your Paragon board. Make sure that your Blood Rage is at least at 30% multiplicative. And to get that 30%, you got to make sure in your character sheet here, you press C to open that up, go to Stats and Materials. And when you kind of scroll down here, you're going to see your damage while berserking. I'm at 298, but it's giving me 30%. This is 29.8%. So the game's registering at 30. And then the other one is you're going to be using Hemorrhage. So in your Paragon board, if you're using the ! Bleed command in my live stream or in the video description here, you're going to see a bleed and a non-bleed version. I'm using Hemorrhage over here, so it depends what you're using. I've got 46% multiplicative over there and 30 on Blood Rage. And here's all my stats like I told you I'd show you. So again, from the top, my attack speed 61.8. My critical strike chance is currently 61.3. There's no elixirs being used here, no incense, nothing like that. And this is just sort of where I'm at. Vulnerable damage is 407. Crit strike damage is 2615.7. Damage versus close, all the good stuff is there. So I've got a bit of a bricked amulet, and I'm working on that. It could be even better, but it's what I got. I'm going to try and clear 140 with this. So I just wanted to share the news, guys. Adaptability, get it off your neck, put it on your ring. It seems to work there, and put Moonrise on your neck. And tell me what sort of results you're seeing, because I want you to be successful in your adventures in Sanctuary. Okay? Thanks for checking out the video. Hope it was informative. And sincerely, thanks for supporting the channel and the live streams. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Much love. Adios. GG's.